before you can go any further, it's important to nail the basic stuff. And for me, there's 5 things that are kind of broken down in what I try and teach a new coach, or what I try and teach anyone, or the things that I've tried to learn is being a coach in um, being a new coach or an older coach. And those are kind of the 5 things that I want to share with you. And listen, you might have heard them before, and you might have known them, and you might be following all 5 of them, and that's great. I mean, that's all you can do. Now you just have to do them, and you have to share, with your new coaches, about this. And the first one that I didn't do for about a year was, I was never teachable or coachable. Like, everyone would, eh, I would hear someone would tell me to do something, and I would be like, yeah, you know what? Okay, I'll do that. And I would never get around to it. Or, someone would tell me, example, personal development. I never did it. Or someone would say, hey, this is a really good webinar. This is going to help you with your business. You should really watch it. And I didn't. Or, hey, this book is one of the best books I've ever read. If you're having an issue with, talking to people, you should really read it. When in the beginning, I didn't really do that. And I saw my business struggle because I wasn't coachable, and I wasn't following what people were telling me to do who were already successful doing this. So the one thing that I could share with you about that is, don't make the mistake that I made. Just be teachable. The minute I became teachable is when I was like, okay, teach me. Tell me what I got to do. Tell me what the different things are. Because if it's working for somebody else, it's going to work for you. So if someone shares it with you, to reinvent the wheel is just kind of, it's not stupid, but it's a waste of your time, basically. It's like, if someone says I love like analogies like that. If someone says, follow the yellow brick road to get to your dreams, what are you going to go off to, down the other path for? You got to follow that, the road to success. And being coachable it's not easy, I got to say, because you believe in it's either an ego that this is the right way to do it, or that's the right way to do it. But following things that people have already used to be successful is really important. And that's why, like, just being teachable is, when you come into this business or you're teaching your new coaches, just be like, hey, listen, one thing that's very important for you to do is just to be teachable, and I'm going to teach you everything that I've learned. But the minute you try and reinvent the wheel, it's going to take you backwards, and you're not going to, this business is going to take longer for you. So the one thing I suggest you do is become teachable. So teachable is the one point that I'm going to talk about. And even if you heard all these things, these are stuff for you to teach to your coaches and share with your coaches that are going to be coming on, or who are already on. All right. So then the next one is having a burning desire, and be willing to work. We could get on the training call. We could get on these trainings, and we could, actually, let me talk about this. We could, if you don't have a strong enough desire to do this, and you don't have a strong enough why, it is so easy to quit this business. And I see so many people quit this business, and I see them quit because, it's just the easy way to do it. It's the easy way to quit and be like, you know what, this is just not for me. Or, you know what, but it all comes down to having that really, that why, and that desire to stay. The desire to want more out of life, the desire to want to help people, the desire to go after all your goals and dreams, the desire not to work a corporate America if that's what you do. I mean, it's got to be like a desire, a strong desire to have something different in your life. And the only way that you're going to be able to do that is if your why is strong enough, because this is just, it's too easy to quit. It's way too easy. Sometimes I just wonder, it must have been, I mean, I went through so many things in this, and so many different, um, you know, whether it was failures in this. I wonder why. I think I really just love the product so much. And I really just kept on seeing people, if this person's going to do it, if this person's going to do it. But what it came down to was probably why I'm not where I should be was these people, their life depended on it. They are making a change in their life. They are not quitting. They're taking action, doing it every day. And it just depends on where you want, what your why is and how much you want out of this business. And the why is probably the most important things to keep you, going in the business, because we don't pay $200,000 to start a franchise. We pay $39.95. So as easy it is to get in, it's just as easy as to get out. So the why and your dreams are the thing that's going to keep you in this. And just too many times people will give up too soon. It's like, you're almost 3 feet away from gold, but you just couldn't push through that, and you just couldn't do, you didn't have that desire any longer, and you just stopped. And you come that close to reaching your goals. So the why is just so important. And I talk about it. I posted on the wall, on our wall, and of the group. So I mean, I laid mine out there. That's my why. I will go until I reach that. And obviously, yes, the reason why I want to help people. You can't be in this business if you don't want to help people. If you're only in it for money, then you'll never make it. But my why is for my family right now. My why is for them, and for me and my family to live our dreams and to be able to live time and financial freedom. And that's why I won't quit. I mean, I don't want to settle in my life. I do not want to settle for anything else. Is money the most important thing? Not at all. I mean, health to me is the most important thing, number one. And in but having choices and freedom in life makes things so much easier. Just, it makes it easier. I don't need a new fancy car. I don't need, all that type of stuff. I just want to make it so if I choose to take my kids to a sporting event, all 6 of them, you don't have to worry about money. Or if I feel like going on a trip with all of them, you don't have to worry how much it is. I don't, but so that's my why and why I'm doing this. But there's that one of my favorite quotes is, you help enough people get what they want, and you'll have everything you want. So it's all about helping people get what they want, and then we could have everything we want. So that's number 2 really is talking, having that burning desire to why that will make you cry, basically. And then the third one is, listen, I could listen to a webinar every day. I could go on all these training calls. I could go to Super Saturday. I could go to Summit. I could do all that. But if you don't take action and you're not willing to go out there and do something and work, there's no doubt you'll be in the same place. I mean, you have to be willing to work, and it's called, it's called network marketing for a reason, and it's easy to do and it's easy not to do. So going out there and doing the work and going out there and really failing and talking to people, because there won't be a straight line in this. I mean, it's not. There's going to be a lot of failing, and you could ask any of the top coaches, they will say that they failed so much, they thought about quitting. You know, it was they wanted to, but the thing that kept them going was, they kept working, and they kept, not giving up, and they kept learning stuff, but kept to a plan and just kept learning doing the simple stuff, but they worked. It's just, sometimes I remember when I got in a bad phase of this business for, maybe for 2 months, like it was October, when I was eating bad and everything was going downhill, and I really didn't do anything in this business, talking to people, reaching out to people. In my business, kind of, I forgot I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but when January or February came, like January came around, actually, when people were looking for, a New Year's resolution, or, to me, I wasn't, like, I didn't plant the seeds, didn't kind of sprout, that I didn't, because I didn't plant any. You know what I mean? So I had a rough January. In the past 4 years, I would have tons of people reaching out to me, but I didn't reach out. I didn't plant any seeds. So I couldn't, benefit from the harvest that was out there, because I didn't have any planted. So you got to be willing to work. You got to be willing to fail, and you got to be willing to put yourself out there and just take action, but action that's going to make you move forward, not the action of just reading and listening and going to trainings. You got to take action and fail. It's the only way to get out, and stepping out of the box. It's so funny. Carrie had one of the, and I'm going to have her. She's a new coach, and she's really stepped out of the box. Unbelievable. And what I love about what she said is, she's like, I'm like, you got to continue to step out of the box and keep stepping out of the box. And she said she stepped so far out of the box right now in her life, she can't even find the box anymore. And that, to me, is awesome. I love that. I love that saying, and I'm stealing it. Like I always say, I could learn from a coach, or I could learn from a 15-star diamond. But that, to me, was like, I love that. Step so far out of the box, you don't even know where the box is anymore. You know what I mean? Because that is just a great saying, and I love it. And I've told her that a bunch of times, and I'm looking forward to having her on the call in a couple of weeks to talk about, what it is to step out of the box and what you're doing. It's just, I'm loving because I get caught in the box a lot where I'm not stepping out new things. So I want to learn what made her step out of the box. What is she doing to step out? How is she overcoming the fear of stepping out? We all have that fear that we hate, because it's just, I mean, there's nothing worse than hearing the fear of, someone saying, oh, they're going to say no, that we almost don't even ask for the business. We don't ask for the to join our challenge group, because we're so worried about the fear of no. You know what I mean? Or the fear of what are they going to think? So my post today, I threw it out there. I should have probably took a picture of me smiling. Sometimes I wonder, do I post too many pictures of that? But I should have. You know what? But I love my post today about it. I love being a Beachbody coach. I'm proud of it. I'm proud of being a network marketer. I'm proud of all these things. You go down all those lines. Let me tell you something. You got a regular job, or you got any job, match me on the things that I could do in the people lives I could change. I'm willing to match anybody. The people that I've met, the personal growth that we've had, the amazing products and opportunity and living. You can't, the time freedom. You can go on. It is like you want to stand from the top of the roof and go, are you seriously not understanding this? Or am I just not telling you in the right words how amazing this is? Because I'm posting things every day, and you're posting things how miserable you are. Are you not seeing what I'm doing? So is it that I am getting caught in a pyramid scheme? Wow, it's funny to know that I'm going to be caught in that parent. I just saying that because it's sometimes we have to. The thing is with this business is what separates the successful coaches from the average coaches is their ability to take all the information that they hear and craft the words and paint a picture that will get people or a prospect to see how their life can be better by joining your team or getting on your products. And that's not easy because you got to ask a lot of questions first. So that's an important thing, to be able to craft your words. And I really believe, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about this in a minute, but I want to talk about number 4 is overcoming obstacles over obstacles over obstacles. I'm telling you right now, the obstacles are going to be all over the place. They are going to be roadblocks. They're going to be going through a mind of I hate to say whatever. I don't even want to use that word. Going down a path of, I talk about I'm going to go back to the yellow brick road and having to dodge the wicked witch, because the wicked witch is literally going to be trying to kill you on your way to your dreams. Literally kill you. You're going to meet great people like the Tin Man, and you're going to meet, Scarecrow, and you're going to meet all these fun, cool people, but then you're going to get the wicked witch who is going to literally throw you off your path and not let you go down to see the wizard, which is essentially your dreams and goals that you want to reach. So if you want to do this, and I want to do this, and we all want to do this, we are going to have to overcome the wicked witch, and you're going to have to find crafty ways, to talk to her, to get her out of your face and tell her you're not stopping until you reach your dreams. And that's literally how it is to me, the Wizard of Oz, going to find the Wizard of Oz. And that's how I view going after my dreams, is the freaking awesome people I meet. But then you're going to get the Debbie Downers and the negative Nellies and the people that are going to try to throw you off your game. And if you fall for that, you lost to the wicked witch. You did. You lost to it, and that's it. If you could get by it, you're going to go see we're all going to see the Wizard of Oz. It's going to be, in the Wizard of Oz is living out our dreams. And we all have different dreams and goals, but we all have them. That's why we're here. I know every one of you on this call right now have either been here and you're posting and you've gone through objections and it's crawled in your face, in your head. Why am I still here? What am I doing? This is nuts. I'm never going to get there. It's not. You think I don't have that still after 5 years? Getting there, and when I'm comparing myself to other people, being like, why is this guy have all this freedom and I am not? Why? What am I doing wrong? It comes down to, the why, the willing to work, the being teachable, and being laser focused in that way. And it comes down to the 3 vital behaviors. Okay. That's all it comes down to. It comes down to doing your personal development so you could deal with the wicked with that witch when she tries to throw you off. That's what it is. The personal development is that shield to help you get past that witch. That is it. If you don't have that personal development, you ain't gonna make it in this business. Hands down, over, good night. You might as well not waste your time on these calls. Listen to the Zooms. I'm dead serious. It has to be done. It's like trying to live your life without a heart. You know what I mean? You can't. You need it. You need it for all parts of your life. You need it. You need to do personal development every day. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. You have to do it. Number 2. You can't take Shakeology 1 day a week. You can't take it 2 days. You have to start building a story and take it every single day so you could share with other people what this is about. And I don't care if they say that. Let me tell you something. There is no other shake on the market like this. There just isn't. If you knew anything about nutrition and you really dove into it, you would see what they do to come up with this formula is crazy. That's why it's $130, because it's not made from garbage. It's made with real quality superfoods from all over the world, and it's a long-term investment in our health and everyone else's health. So we got to make sure we take it for us, and so we can share with other people. Just take it every day. If you got to pour it in with warm water like I do and drink it, which is horrible, but I get it down, it's great. Whatever it takes, just drink the stuff, okay? If you don't want to do a workout every day, I get it. If you want to go to a gym and do that, it's understandable. But Shakeology is non-negotiable. And then if you're doing a workout, though, you're able to share that journey with other people. Sharing your Shakeology is great, but also sharing at the gym, you want to share our products if that's working for you, okay? This one is really important, okay? The last vital behavior. Our business literally is, if you can do this part, this will literally separate you. I'm telling you. Our job is to ask people high performing questions. And I'm going to do a whole thing on this because it is literally the most important thing. We want to ask people, customers, high performing questions that will get them to speak about what their pain is, what they want more of, what they need, and we want to get that out of them. So we need to listen so we could share a solution with them. And here is where we have to not care what other people think. Is you have to look at this person and tell them, hey, listen, you told me you need something. I just asked you, you sold yourself and you told me you need something. I don't know if this is for you, but if you could see, I've been very passionate at what I do. I've been very passionate about helping people. I'm doing this because I believe in it. And it seems like you have a problem you hate your job. You need more energy. You need it. And then you share the solution with them. And that's it. And then you let them know. And then you ask them a question, on that 5-step invite that is unbelievable. You give them a choice and you say, whatever you do is totally up to you, and I'll support you either way. But here's how I could help you. You know what I mean? And I think, and I'm going to do a whole Zoom meeting on this because I think it's very important about asking high performing questions. And I'm telling you this, I have a book that has changed my life in the way I talk to people now. You've seen me talk about it a lot of times. I keep on talking about it. So you got to know that you might want to pick this one up. It's ask, listen, and repeat. Ask, listen, and repeat. I think I've mentioned it on every Zoom meeting for the last month. I think I've posted it in there. It is literally the book that will take you to the next level. If you want that. I'm saying put every other book down that you're reading and read this book. That's how much this thing I've demolished. I've gone back and killed it. I've been writing notes. This is like the book that I wish I had. I really wish I had this book when I first started. Because I'm telling you, I think it would, if I studied this for 1 year, over and over and over again, every answer you need is in this book. Everything, how you should talk to people, how you find out people's personalities is in this book. It's the most amazing thing I've ever seen. If I were to ask to write a book, I wish it didn't take me 160 books to finally find this book. It is literally the best book I've ever read for network marketing, ever. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I've read a lot of books. And it literally, the guy spoke to me. And I know this is where everyone is having problems. I know it. I guarantee it. Everyone is having problems with not asking the right questions and listening and connecting the dots, connecting what you heard, and then giving an action so they could take, and then asking for the business. 4 things. Ask questions, high performing questions, so you find out what is wrong with the person, how you could help them. You're listening, teaches you how to listen so you could find those ways to help. Then it tells you how to connect the dots and tell the person what they knew. And then it says how to ask for the business. It's crazy. I'm telling you, I think I'm going to say it every Zoom meeting until everyone gets this book. Honestly, you got to get this book. Listen to me, be teachable, be coachable. I just don't, I want someone else to feel, I can't believe nobody's ever just bought it on Kindle. Love it. I need you guys to post this in the team page when you buy it. I do. I know. Trust me, it will be the best $19 you've ever spent, and it will come back to you. I promise. If it doesn't, I'll buy it off you. God, I went on I love it. All right, guys. No, seriously, I wouldn't do. I've never been that passionate about a book. It's just, it's like I've been looking for you. It's like that long. It's like I'm married and I love my wife, obviously, but it's like finding that long lost love of your life is that book to me. Okay, I love it, and I'm really, it's an amazing thing. So okay. Just ordered mine on Amazon. Come on, we got 2. Tony, who else we got on here? Tony, Tina. I want to see who else is on here? Tina. Everyone should buy this book by the end. Who's this? Carrie?
Yeah, it's Carrie.
Did you buy that book yet?
I haven't bought it yet, but I'll get it.
All right, I'm making sure. I have never done this before, ever. I just feel like I have to be this passionate. I have to do that. So, all right. I'm going to open up for a little. It just, I usually like to give my hellos and see how the Zoom was for you. So, Carrie.
Yep, I'm here.
Oh, I thought you were ordering the book.
Not yet.
I'm kidding. Hey, so how was that for you? And I loved your out of the box. I used that.
Completely out of the box.
Right?
Can't find it.
Can't find it. And you're going to talk more, and obviously this will be your first Zoom meeting, and everyone on here is, we're all about hearing, you can't mess up on here. Listen, nobody judges at all. We just want to hear a couple nuggets out of what you're doing, because I've known you for a couple of years on here, and you actually were
right.
You actually were a customer, and and the timing just wasn't right. But you know what? We've always stayed in touch, and obviously I did something right for you to come back to me even when the timing was right. And that really makes me feel good in so many ways, to be able to know that it didn't work out the first time, but maybe it wasn't all on me and you just had to figure things out. But you came back at a full head of steam with no messing around. And obviously it was, and I don't want to get too much into that now, so I'm not gonna, because I'm gonna save that for when you're talking. But and I'm excited for that. Everything else good?
Everything's great.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, something was wrong with me. I forgot to post the link, and I just put it in the other box below.
Well, Facebook's been acting kind of funny the last 2 days for me too. So. Okay,
so it's not on my end only. All right. I
had a really hard time
posting
that video the other night. But...
Really? Yeah, they don't let you post a lot of stuff. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, when I had to post that video for Emerald Factory, it took me like 4 or 5 different times. I actually recorded 2 different versions, and I was trying to upload it from my phone, from the computer, and but I finally got it on there. So
okay,
yeah, it was really fighting me. So
yeah, I saw that you did a good job, and you're doing a great job in there. Keep that up. You're doing a great job all around. Keep it up. Just one day at a time.
Thank you.
One day at a time. Don't stop. And you know what? You've had some adversities already since we've been here, since you've joined me again. You have. This is all the stuff that I want you to share. All right?
Okay, sounds
Okay,
good.
talk to you. Have a good night. Katie?
Hi, John.
Is that Katie?
Yes, can you
you
hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. How are you?
Wait, what was the book again? I forgot what it is.
Ask, Listen, and Repeat by Clay Stevens. Stevens.
Okay.
So you know what? It's in a story form, which I love, and not to talk too much about it. He works at a company, but she's a network marketer, and it's a very. I mean, I was into the book, let alone all the stuff that they taught me. But I was like, loved the story, was amazing. So it's not like one of those like teaching. It's like a teaching but story book kind of.
Is it on Audible?
It is not on Audible. Oh, it's not on. I don't know if it's. It might be on Audible. I just can't get it on like for my iPhone.
Okay.
I don't know. It may be. If it is, will you let me know?
Yeah, I just looked it up.
It is not on Audible, Lisa.
Okay. No. Okay. All right.
But I know I love listening to books, especially when they tell a story. So.
Yeah. Okay.
But the only good thing is when you read this, you could highlight. I mean, there's so many things that were like, oh God, this is like, wow. This is like such a, I mean, it's really going to open up a lot of, it's going to open up things for all of us. Because this is the biggest part we all have problems with, that just saying the right words or finding out what to say, or, this just teaches you how to ask the right questions and listen. And it's just really, it's just an unbelievable book. And I know everyone here would get value out of it.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I know, and again, sorry about your grandma. And I sent the message to your mom and your aunt. But
yeah.
I know they're probably, I'm so sorry for them and your family.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. They appreciate that. That was very nice. Thank you.
Are they hanging in? I know it's never easy, but are they there? Are they home? Is your mom home?
My mom is with my aunt. My my grandfather was diagnosed in the last couple of weeks with pancreatic cancer.
Oh my God.
So yeah, we're going through a lot. So
man.
We'll be back in that same position pretty shortly. So.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That must be so hard. I'm gonna reach out to them and just keep telling them I'm thinking.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well,
thank you.
All right, Katie, I'm sorry. Hang in there.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tina, how are you?
Great. How are you?
Did I go on a crazy rant or was it all good?
You're on fire.
I know. I started out slow. I was a little rattled, but I get going. I'm like a pitcher. I get going. As the innings go on, I get better. Yeah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy you bought that book. I really, really, really believe you're going to see some things in there that are really going to help you out. For your coaching, for your other business, for everything.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I mean, I'm sad it's going to end. I may start reading it again. There's nothing. I hate when a good book ends.
Me too.
I really do. I hate when a good book ends. So, you're doing all right? Any questions? Anything?
Yeah. I think we had a really successful Shakeology group. And I had 9 people in it, but it was really interesting to see how of the 9 people, nobody has committed fully yet, but there are people interested. And then probably like 3 of them got sick during that time, so they weren't able to drink it. And one person just was too afraid to drink it. And was an interesting experiment in human behavior of people who were so excited and they paid $25 for samples, but yet they're still not like fully committed. So it's been interesting. So I'm just following up with them as much as I can.
And you know what, it happens, and it's just part of it. I mean, obviously everything is just part of it. And all you could do is share what you're doing. And like I say, I always love your posts, and they're really good. And you've been doing this. I mean, I don't know how long. I mean, we've known each other for like 6 months, or I don't know how long you've been doing this before. Were you doing this type of posting before this? Like how long? So that's what I'm saying. Like, you just have to keep doing what you're doing, honestly, and not know. And it becomes discouraging, but it's taken me time to get traction on mine. Some of my posts stink, and some of them I don't get much, and some of them are really good. And the more and more the more and more maybe you just keep becoming vulnerable about why you're taking it, or things just, I think people like when you're like, hey, listen, when you become a little vulnerable about you and about, sometimes you don't want to do that. Sometimes you do. It took me a while to do it. I was like, don't drink a Diet Coke ever, type of person. And people are like, ooh, I don't know, about that, and then, I was, and then all of a sudden I had to reinvent myself because Jody, 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 right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we always mess her. Like I've like her type of personality, kind of, not as really how she is, but, I have that like kind of, like humorous side to me. Well, I wasn't showing that on Facebook. So she was calling me Greg Brady on the side because I wasn't like being me. You know what I mean? So I had to be me more. I just had to be real and be genuine. And, if I throw an F word in there once in a while, I'm not saying I'm just saying I had to keep on reinventing who I was, because I was trying to be someone I wasn't, and then and I wasn't being vulnerable. And I was, so I'm just, it takes time to get traction, but I got to say your posts are really awesome. I mean, they're very good, and they're very motivating.
Thank you.
So that's good. Just all you could do is keep showing people what you're doing and leading from the top. And then I would also show why you as a coach, why did you join Beachbody? Like what was it to you that, you seem like a healthy person. You seem like you're into fitness. Two things. What made you drink Shakeology, and what made you join coaching when you were already a coach? I think that's something that you need to, because I don't think people realize that they can join your team, or they can do, what you do. You know what I mean? So it's not that easy, but your posts are so good that I feel like you can craft something. You're very good at, but if you want people to join your team, you have to show them that they can join your team. I wouldn't know that. I would just think you as an unbelievable, motivating person who motivates me. So I'm just sharing with you, things that I'm seeing from there. But it's not like, don't switch what you're doing, but throw some things in there that are in there, like keep it like that. So I hope I mean, like I said, your posts are awesome. I'm just, helping you in that way, because I wouldn't know that I could join you, and I wouldn't know why you did this. Tell me why. I don't even know your story. Why? All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Good deal. You got it, Tina. Have a good night.
You too.
Thank you. Tony.
Hey, John.
What's up, my man? How are you?
I'm good. I bought the book.
Oh, you guys are great. I'm telling you, passion just beats everything, right?
Yeah.
I had to. I got on a roll. Here's the thing, though. I don't want you guys just to buy it. Obviously, I want you to read it. I want you to tell me in the team page when you are. I mean, honestly, you know what? I like this part, or I didn't like this part, or I didn't like the book. I just want to hear, because I think if we can get more people, on the same page, it's going to help everybody. If you have coaches in there and you're saying this book is unbelievable, and I'm saying this book's unbelievable, and everyone's starting to say this book's unbelievable, well, guess what? if you don't buy the book and start reading it, then you're not going to be in the crowd. We're going to be advancing along. I mean, it's really. I want to hear what you guys think about this book, because I've read a lot of books in my life, and I just think it's really something that I was like, wow, this has got to me in so many ways, better than any book I've ever gotten, because I have problems asking questions and in listening and in asking the right questions. So how's everything else?
Everything else is good.
Yeah.
Nothing too exciting to report right now, but yeah, things are good.
Okay, just wanted to check in and see, and I love the individual check-ins at the end to see how everything's going. So good to hear.
Yeah, man. And I'll just say, I with reading books again, I do that regularly now. Like, go back, read it a second time. Like, I'm going through 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. I listen to each chapter twice because, I mean, that's just my preference. I hear it once, but then I digest it better the second time. So
that's a good thing. And I think they said like Albert Einstein could remember like 13%. I might be wrong on that. It might be lower, like whatever. Like, retain that information. I could retain probably 1%. So I have to. What I do is I make a Google Docs and I'll highlight, and then I'll put it in my Google Docs. Like, I'll type it out, so I read it here, I read it again, then I have it in there. If it's really something that I really, because I feel like I'm getting a lesson of personal development again, from doing it back and forth. So I have a whole bunch of docs in there for that. But all right, Tony, man, everything all good?
Yeah, all good, man.
All right,
thanks. This was a good call.
Night. All right, thank you. Last but not least, I think I'm done after that. Yeah. Lisa? Hey.
Hi.
All right, good job on that book. And you got it on Kindle. Wow, so you could highlight on that, right?
Yes, you can highlight on Kindle.
Perfect.
It's only $6 on the Kindle.
It's good. It's much better. I agree. I have a Nook, and it's much better to get it on there and highlight. Are you reading a book now? Or are you in between?
I'm reading Failing Forward right now.
Okay.
But I have it on Audible.
So you can do a little both.
Audible, because I'm a physical therapist. I do home care. I drive to people's houses every day, so I spend all this time in the car. So I'm allowed to listen to the radio in the morning, like for my morning show, but then the rest of the day I listen to personal development.
Perfect. So here's the deal: keep doing that, listening to Failing Forward, and then find somewhere in your day to read like 10 pages or 5 pages. Just 5 or 10 pages. Doesn't have to be. That's what I did. I've been reading this over time. This is my 20 minutes when I get up before my workout. I read for 20 minutes in this book. And then I listen to my personal development also. So I'm doing 2 types of personal development also. I'm on there.
Very cool.
What'd you say?
Very cool. Like just listening and reading. It's like both ways of absorbing.
The stuff it's just, I mean, I don't know if you read or listened to personal development before you became a Beachbody coach. Never, right?
No, never.
I mean, isn't it like, wow, like really, like there's just so much like things that you could help you grow in your life that you couldn't even realize. And it's going to be like the Shakeology and the working out. Sooner or later, it's going to keep going and going. You're going to be like, wow, I was able to get past that, or being positive, or just able to share some words to other people that motivated them. It's crazy how the whole thing, that whole thing keeps, you're able to learn through that and grow your mindset. It's really awesome.
No, definitely. And I feel like you were saying, Tony, I want to go back and I want to re-listen to some of the ones, because my mindset is so different from then. When the first time I listened to Darren Hardy talk about, in GoPro and everything like that, like the first time I listened to it is way different mindset than where I've got right now. So.
That's such a great point. The GoPro, I have that on audio, so I listen to that. I probably listen to that 5 times, because each time I'll get something new out of that. And that's a really good, I mean, That's a really good one. This one dives on the invite behavior number, you know, the vital behavior of the invite and building relationships. So, but, you know, the GoPro just kind of is all network marketing type of stuff. So I love that one too. But yeah, you're doing awesome. I mean, you guys, like you and Carrie, are like neck and neck and doing stuff. I don't know if you guys are motivating each other or what's going on there, but you're both doing the Emerald Group. You're both, you know, and you know, you're both reading personal development, talking to people. And it's a good thing. I mean, you guys are really engaging and taking action. You sign up you know, sold your first challenge pack, and you know what? You sold one, you could sell more. You're on the board, you know, and like I told Tina, you know, share why you joined and why you became a coach. It's really important to get that out there, that people know they can join you in this and what your goal is and your dreams are. Because if you don't put that on anywhere, no one's going to know that they could actually go after their dreams, or you know, they could do that. And like I said, you're posting your posts are very good, and you're getting people to and it takes traction. It takes being consistent. I remember I had 3 people, 4 people for a year, 5 people. I'd do a great post and be like 10. I'd be like, yippee, you know, and but then you get some sort of traction in there, and because people are testing you out. They're like, are you going to be there or not? Like, are you playing a game with me? Are you going to be there for the long haul? Or are you just like one of those phases where you're posting all motivated food stuff, and then all of a sudden you're going to be out the door? And you're not, you know what I mean? And that's what, you know, because why would we ever not be in this? I mean, I always think of the thing like, what else do we have going on but to motivate people and, I don't know, go after your dreams? Like, I don't know. I feel like if I quit this, I quit on my life. That's for me. And sometimes I really do like want to throw my computer out the window, or, you know, jump out the window with it. But no, I'm kidding on that. But I do get frustrated in that. And I know, you know, I'm like, why aren't I farther? Why aren't I farther? What's going on? And I just got to look in the mirror, and it's me. It's not anyone else but me. And I got to take ownership of where I'm at and what I'm doing and what action I'm taking in my business, because it's only on me. I need to reach out to more people. I need to not be feared and say, hey, this is what, you know, start a conversation and ask questions to lead to a solution where I could say, hey, you sound like you're not loving your 12-hour job. Well, I'm working a 12-hour job too, but I'm also doing my home business on the side where I'm getting healthy and I'm helping other people. And sooner or later, you know, might not happen overnight, but I'm earning a little extra money. And then, but I have a path for me to, you know, maybe have a choice in life. It's the thing is having a choice. Like, so you don't have to work your job if you don't want to all the time. Wouldn't that be amazing to have a choice? It doesn't take much to have it. So, you know, I mean, as much as you love your job, you know, to have a choice would be nice.
It would be really nice, especially all the overtime I've been pulling.
Exactly. You're probably working 10, 12-hour days. I mean, it's not easy. And then you get on this thing and you do your workout and you're trying to, you know, you probably have no time for anything. So, you know, to have a choice where you don't have to work overtime, or you don't have to do that if you don't want to, or maybe you could do that for 5 years and be done. You know, that's what I look at this. It's like, you know, in 5 years, you might be doing the same thing, or in 5 years, you might have a choice what you can do. You know, it's like 5 years goes by quick, but if you're not doing this and but you have to take action and move forward, like be willing to work and move forward and go through those obstacles and take the no's and take the objections and fail and all that garbage stuff that I talk about, trying to throw you off the yellow brick road to get to the your dreams. You know what I mean? But in 5 years, you know, if you don't do that, you'll be the same. If you stop this, you'll most likely be in the same place 5 years from now. I mean, it's pretty much sure. I mean, right, Tony? It's pretty much a done deal that but at least this gives you a chance to grow, you know, like you have. I mean, just think of where you've came and all the where you've been before this, and now all of a sudden how far you've grown just from that. It's like the person you become along this way in the journey is the most amazing thing. We just have to we have to look at the money because that's important at some point, and the dreams are important, but we also have to look at the person we become along the way of this journey. And that's what keeps me going when I get to sit on a call right now and just inspire people and share. That's a great feeling to me. And I don't care if I would have done this Zoom meeting with one person. One person got on this Zoom meeting because they wanted to be inspired and learn something. And to me, I think that's awesome. And I look at those things over the money right now when I want to compare myself to why am I not a millionaire when I started at the same time this other guy started at. I pull myself back and I say, where am I now? What am I doing now? That will come if I continue to grow and be consistent in my business and every day. So that's how I look at things, and that's what I try and bring to you guys when I'm doing this. And you know what? I give you all credit for getting on. You could be doing a lot of other things right now, but listening to me ramble and inspire. I'm just kidding. Huh? No. All right. So that's it. Anything else? You guys good? All right. Listen, thanks for getting on, guys. Great Zoom. Turned out a little rocky when I had to run down and put my laundry in the for my basketball. But once I got going, I felt like it turned out to be a really good Zoom meeting. And I love that you guys take the time to get on and learn and grow your business. And make sure when you sign up new coaches that you share. You know what I do with my new coaches now? I do a Zoom meeting with them to talk to them so they know about how to get on Zoom. And then you share with them this Zoom meeting and show them, how important it is to learn. Because I remember I used to get on Mindy's call every Thursday, forever, just to keep learning and doing this. And I like to make it more, have more like interaction and stuff like that. So we can all talk and say, and share. So, all right, guys, I'm going to hang with my family. Have a good night, and talk to you soon.